I am the prophet, and truth is above all else. I was reading Reddit and I saw a really interesting post. It was about a guy who had a really strange feeling. He thought that nothing is real. Now, this is straight as something from a science fiction book or maybe a philosophy book. This is how the story starts and who knows where they end up. However, I thought about it for a second and tried to figure out why would this happen. First, let's rule out the obvious. Let's rule out some psychological condition. Let's rule out a brain tumor and stuff like that. And let's think of it philosophically. We human beings have this idea in our heads that a normal life is a calm life and a good life, and where you are relaxed and everything is just fine. But I want you to imagine we are animals, and we have evolved just like every other animal. How did our ancestors live? Our ancestors 1,000 years ago, 10,000, 1,000,000, 500,000 years ago, and who knows, even 20, 30, 50, 100 million years ago. How do they live? And the truth is quite scary in a way. Scary and confusing. Fear, confusion. These things were normal to our ancestors. Even our human ancestors, we don't have to go back far enough. You must realize that a normal life was a life filled with uncertainty, with not knowing what will happen the next week, with not knowing if you have enough food to eat, if some crazy person will come and kill you, if your children will die, or better yet, how many of your children will die, if you will live and survive this winter, let alone what will happen in a year or two. Modern humans have forgotten this because we live a very comfortable life. Even the most depressed among us and the most, let's say, challenged among us have a very easy life compared to people thousands and thousands of years ago. So this has completely changed our expectations of the world. Because if you constantly expect bad things to happen, if bad things are a part of your life, literally a part of your life, then you become stronger and you react to them very differently. However, if you have a very positive view of life, let's say, if you are, even without realizing, if you are an optimist, what will happen is when something bad will happen, you will blow it out of proportion because you will not know how to deal with it. So I think this is a very good case for this feeling of unreality. Maybe for that guy, his life didn't change much. His life is going good. Nothing horrible and nothing great. His life is consistent. His past and also probably his future. So this leads you to a situation where you are not challenged anymore. You do not have to prove your humanity and to prove that you are alive by actually doing something and surviving something. You are just kinda there. You just kinda survive without feeling that you put effort towards it. So I would say to a person that feels like nothing is real, start doing something that causes you pain, that causes you suffering, and that potentially can give you pleasure. I'm not saying start jumping out of the out of plane with parachutes, but start doing something to get some adrenaline in your body. Start doing something a little bit adventurous. Doing something a little bit more stupid and more reckless. Of course, you don't want to go too crazy, like I said, but these things will help you view the world a little bit differently. And I think it is very important, because just like that, I don't know what it's called, EKG or something like that, has some fancy name, where they put something on your heart and they see your heartbeats, and there is that line that goes up and down and up and down. If the line is straight, you are basically dead. So you do not want that. You want a life that has a lot of positives, but also that makes you prepared for the negative things that are bound to happen. I hope you found this video helpful, and it was a really interesting video. A lot can be said about this. If you liked it, please leave a like and a comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment saying, did you ever experience this, where your life felt like a dream, or maybe weird or something like that? Did this happen to you? If yes, share it. Thank you for watching, and I hope all of you guys have a nice day.